Yeah, Zeus bringing nothing but heat, thunder in the chest. Waking up daily, putting in the work, no rest. This for the real one, scrolling through the mess. Straight talk, no cap. Let's address. Every morning I wake, phone in my hand, scrolling through the lies, Trump and the Klan. Republicans violent, same script on repeat. I call out the cap, expose it in the street. They yell TDS, but it's them on that cult. Trump devotion syndrome, they deep in the vault. Jan 6, they duck when I press on the facts. Boogaloo, oath keepers, proud boys getting stacks. Slush fund money for the supremacist crew. Obama rent free, he's still living in you. Peddling straight cap, misinformation daily. It's coming back around, watch the downfall, baby. I'm destroying these Trump supporters daily. Zeus dropping thunder, they folding like babies. MAGA's worst nightmare, that's me on the low. God of the sky, sending straight to the smoke. They play me on Fox, MSNBC, CNN. I'm the one waking the world up again. Battle for the soul, this country on the line. Lake of fire waiting, no cap, it's my ice out here wildin', violating rights. Trump dropping bombs on Iran late nights. Stealing that oil from Venezuela, no shame. Putting on the soil, red carpet, what a game. Soldiers on their knees, disgrace on display. Epstein files locked, y'all still look the other way. He said terrific guy. We all heard the quote, Christian nationalist blind. That's the sickest joke. Blowing up schools, innocent girls in the dirt. These clowns bugging, putting evil to work. I'm doing this cause the country needs saving. The people, the world, this ain't just entertaining. Waking up every day feeling the weight, but I carry that thunder, I don't hesitate. They call it hate, I call it real talk. Somebody gotta say it, somebody gotta walk. Through the fire, through the lies, through the smoke, Zeus in the sky. This the path that I chose. I'm destroying these Trump supporters daily. Zeus dropping thunder, they folding like babies. MAGA's worst nightmare, that's me on the low. God of the sky, send me straight to the smoke. They play me on Fox, MSNBC, CNN. I'm the one waking the world up again. Battle for the soul, this country on the line. Lick the fire waiting, no cap, it's mine. Straight to the lake, no cap. Thunder don't miss. MAGA's worst nightmare, remember that. Zeus out.
All right, good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Once again, we are back. Absolutely. Let's go.
It's deja vu.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class.
You can tell that I made it. Look at my grass. Cars in the garage with tanks full of gas. I play the game so well, I won't finish last.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
My living room screaming, how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you get you famous. The algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my Zodiac. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet.
Hey.
And if they use my
Radical,
effort,
let's go.
they left me. They don't get me positive,
Happy
they just me.
Friday.
I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited. Call me the
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I'ma take off in a
Here goes.
spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I've gone into Zeus's live.
That's a lie. They always come in here.
That shit was radical.
Please keep it clean.
It was horrible. I'm like,
Marissa.
Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu.
I've gone off the rails. Have you seen the job numbers today?
It's like deja vu.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. Good morning, Greek Skate, Kabira, Ange, everyone, all of you, July Love, everyone, Rick, all of you. We made it another week. Thank you, Disney Mom, too. Lil Hawk. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. I've been so busy trying to keep up with just everything Trump is doing and taking care of matters and affairs in the kingdom, but we did it. And we're going to keep doing it because the work we're doing is actually, it's actually paying off. I never thought we would get to this place in American history where we would actually force MAGA to retreat. All right. And that's what we're doing. And so before we get into that, let's go ahead and take care of some very, very important housekeeping items. For those of you tuning in, this may be your very first. You're my hero too, Queen Flea. Seriously. I'm going ahead. Mods, please take care of Fishing Patriot. This demon cannot contain themselves. You know what to do to him, all right? But let me go ahead and get started, because Fishing Patriot, you already got me activated. For those of you tuning in, this might be your very first time listening to a person like myself, a host like me. Really, it's not even about debates anymore, because we've completely obliterated MAGA. What this show is about, it's a left-leaning show, all right? Very progressive in a lot of different ways. We shut down everything the MAGA demon is pushing, everything from the top to the bottom, door to the floor, airtight, nothing's getting through over here, all right? And so what we do is confront the misinformation and the disinformation that these Trump supporters, they've been believing it and pushing it. They've been pushing it for 10 years, right? They have been, and we shut it down. And you say, well, who are you to lead such a noble charge, you know? And I said, that's a really great question. Fishing Patriot, let me go ahead and maybe you could come up here and tell them, Fishing Patriot. Are you there, Fishing Patriot? Send me a guest request, and why don't you come up here and tell the people who I am, all right? Because that would be, I want to know if you can pay attention, huh? The first thing is, I go by the name Zeus, or some like to say Triple H. You go, oh, or the Rizzler, don't forget that. And you go, well, why would they call you Triple H? And I said, well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I am honest. I'm the most honest person on social media, hands down. There's nobody more honest than me, right? The second H is, it's because I am humble. Yeah, there's nobody more humble than me on social media, all right? If I get it wrong, I'll be the first to apologize, but you know the deal. Right, Little Hawk? Right, Ange? Just because we hurt people's feelings, it does not mean we owe you an apology. 100% of the time, especially when we're talking to MAGA, it most likely means you need to sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast, right? And then we get to the last H, ladies and gentlemen, which is honestly one of the most important H's of them all. It is truly because I am and will always remain, you've guessed it, the most handsome JD Cakes, right? Yeah. All right. And so, like I said, yeah, what we do is very special. We confront these smooth brain demons, and we force them to take accountability for what they did this in November of 2024, when they allow their misogyny, their bigotry, their xenophobia, their grifting, you know, whatever MAGA stands for. You go a little further to the left, you get into that seditionist stuff they did on January 6th. A little further to the left, you get into that Epstein class stuff, because you know they're into that stuff. Maybe even throw in some bestiality, all right? Good morning, Miss Amber. And then you go a little further to the right, you end up in that warmonger territory, right? So we know what MAGA stands for. And let me just go ahead and say this. If you're a Trump supporter, you might want to leave my show. And you can already tell that I'm a dangerous person on social media. You can already tell. Where have all my critics and detractors gone? Remember, I used to have right, Q Dog? We used to have so many Trump supporters coming in. I mean, by the herd, right? They would come in by the herd, foaming at the mouth. I love Donald Trump. I'm in love with them, you know, doing everything, doing backflips for him. And now they're in full retreat mode, because they're sitting back, and I could do it. When I used to say, Trump supporters, remember I used to do that? Trump supporters, get those knee pads. And I threw in the elbow pads too, because, you know, that's the position they stay in, right? Oh, you know what they did? It's people like you, Zeus, that made me go and vote for Donald Trump. This is what they've been trying to they can't bring themselves to simply admit that they've been duped at the highest level ever. They've been duped at the highest level. Yeah, you made me go and vote for Donald Trump. People like you, it was your rhetoric. Hard head makes for a soft, you know what, right? So I'm glad. I'm so glad that I forced you to go and vote for this guy. And now we all get to sit back and watch. We get to watch him make you get just completely annihilated. I mean, he's destroying his base. He already told you he doesn't care about you, right? He doesn't care. You're panicking in his eyes. Yeah, all your hero. Remember Charlie Kirk? And I hate to say it. What happened to Charlie Kirk? You know, the good book says the wages of sin is death. And I never thought about it, but I said, wow, maybe there is something to pushing an evil person on everybody. Maybe that's the lesson here. If you know somebody is a bad person, don't go and push it on the American people and force us all to be subjected to this demonic evil wickedness. We are a cursed nation. How can we be a blessed nation with Epstein's best friend running the country, lying every day? Lying every day. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'll say this. If you're a Trump supporter and you can't handle, real truth like that, leave right now, because it's going to make you very uncomfortable. I'm going to make you very uncomfortable on this show today. I promise you I will. But get this, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you know what just happened. The doors to the Thunderdome, they've officially closed. Miss Vaughn, thank you. So, let me go to my notes. What do we got to get into today? Okay, so Donald Trump had a press conference yesterday, $1.85. He's running around once again telling the American people that he went to Iowa and found gas for $1.85. But I looked into that. There's no such thing as $1.85 right now in Iowa. I think they said it's around $3.32. And it makes you wonder, is Donald Trump lying, or is he really, has he seen a sign out there that said gas is $1.85? Somebody wrote $3.85. No, he's literally, and we have the hottest economy, right? And it's like, wow. So he's going back to, Obama must have really done a number on him, because those were the gas prices, I believe, when Obama was in office. So I really think Donald Trump is stuck in a time machine or something. He can't get past 2015. He can't not get past what Obama did to him. So that's a huge W for former President Barack Obama. Whatever Obama and Joe Biden did to Donald Trump and his supporters, it needs to be studied. He said there's no inflation, but his Fed chair is promising to fix inflation. So we said, wow. And then yesterday, this press conference, guess what he did? He banned birth tourism. He did. He did this. He banned birth tourism. Oh, he did. And then a reporter asked him, are you going to lobby for Todd Blanche? You know who Todd Blanche is, the person, his personal defense attorney that he's got now as the acting attorney general. And this guy is the one that's covering up for the E-Files. We call him Whitewash Blanche on this show, right? Yeah, he said he's going to lobby for him. But then we got some terrible news, ladies and gentlemen. Lisa Murkowski, she said, I'm not supporting. She said she couldn't support Todd Blanche. And she went off. She's listed a lot of reasons, right? And so you're going to yourself, well, what happened to you lobbying for Todd Blanche, Donald Trump? And then he told this crazy story about a man with 56 children. You should hear this story. 56 children coming into the country and taking advantage of the birthright citizenship stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely a crazy situation we got. And yes, Donald Trump is officially wearing a wig. W Zeus. Out of all the things that I've been doing to defeat this demon, I never thought the demon would go and get a wig and use that as a shield of defense to stop these, this truth from hitting them. But we're really getting them. We're really getting them. So that's a W to Zeus and a W to all of you. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, before we take off, let's go ahead and get this flight in the air. Flight attendant, please prepare the cabin for takeoff.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard this live episode of The Zeus Show. My name is Amazing, and on behalf of 3 Crossing Zeus, also known as Triple H, I would like to thank each of you for tuning in today. Your presence and support make this experience possible, and we are truly grateful for your continued engagement.
JC.
As we prepare for takeoff, we kindly ask that you please return to your seats, buckle up, and get ready for an engaging journey. This show occasionally gets off the rails, and securing your attention ensures you remain safe and fully immersed throughout the broadcast. To maximize your experience, we kindly remind you to tap the screen, like, comment, and share this live stream with your network.
True.
Your shares help expand our community and bring more voices into the conversation. We also encourage you to support the platform by utilizing the available gifts during the broadcast. These contributions directly enhance the production quality and sustainability of the show. If you require assistance with gifting features or have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to one of our moderators who are present and ready to assist you in enjoying the program. As a reminder, full recordings of this episode will be uploaded to our YouTube channel shortly after the live concludes. For complete information regarding all of my social media handles and platforms, please click the link in the bio.
What?
Thank you once again for choosing to be a part of the kingdom. We are honored that you have allowed Zeus, aka Triple H, to guide you to Olympus. Sit back, stay engaged, and enjoy the flight.
I take all right.
Powers in the air. We knocking on the door.
W's in the chat for Kabira. Speaking of Kabira, you know, one thing I gotta do is I gotta say, you know, shout out to all of you who keep me updated on things that need to be discussed in the kingdom. And so let's go ahead and start today's show off with how we went from winning and MAGA. No, I could play the clip, but I'm not going to do it. But how did we go from winning MAGA to stories like this? I mean, when I hear stories like this, and I know a lot of you have seen it, but I'm going to play it on this show. When I hear stories like this, former Trump supporters, the demon has left them, right? You know, when they went and voted for Donald Trump, they became vassals of transgression. The demon had entered their body, took possession of it. You know, the good book talks about what happens when a demon takes over your body. And I'll say this, maybe a lot of you don't know it. You got to imagine when you're not possessed with a demon, it's like having a clean house, right? You know what I'm saying? Chairs, nice, floor, carpet, everything looks nice. Bathrooms, clean, dishes washed. That's what it looks like when you're not possessed with a demon, right? And the MAGA demon is somebody outside running around just looking for a nice place to mess up. You know what I'm saying? And what ends up happening with a lot of Trump supporters, with the smooth brains they have, they say to themselves, you know, I'm a little lonely in this nice, clean place. They don't appreciate the fact that it's clean and how much effort went into cleaning it, right? So they go and they say, oh, that demon out there looks mighty interesting. Yeah, that demon out there. And they can just see the way the demon's moving and operating, right? No shoes on. Toenails look like claws. You know, this demon is just very nasty. But the demon talks a good game. Good game. I hate the Democrats. You know what, demon? That's not really a bad thing. I hate immigrants coming into our country. And so what ends up happening is these people let the demon inside of the house that was once clean. And guess what? All hell breaks loose in this house. The house is completely a mess. And so that's when the people go, oh, now some people don't have the common sense to say, I got to get this demon out. A lot of people don't make it. They end up, you know, it goes out. They go down with the demon. The house ends up being taken over by the demon. There's nothing they can do. But every now and then you get stories like this. Former Trump supporters, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of the fog and reminding you or telling the truth. So I want to share this.
Wars and stuff like that. Donald Trump, is this what you were expecting?
Uh-huh.
Certainly not with the foreign wars and stuff like that. No, that's one of the things that has angered me.
Okay.
Is like almost immediately went back on his word.
Oh.
He also said he would bring prices lower. Obviously, you mentioned fertilizer prices. We've seen gas prices, grocery prices, real estate prices. Is that another frustration for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's making it harder to pay off my college debt and stuff like that.
So what is
Did you catch that
when
again?
you did vote for Donald Trump, is this what you were expecting?
He said it's harder to pay off his college debt. Who was supposed to, let me ask the audience. What president was trying to pay off college debt? Does anyone know? No, seriously. Does anybody? We are going to die. His shirt. I'm not going to read his shirt. That's demon rhetoric. Yeah. Former President Biden was trying to pay off his college debt. Former President Biden was giving people money to help pay their utility bills. Former President Biden was giving Americans opportunities for jobs. And these greedy, knuckle-dragging people who allowed the demon to enter their house, they didn't appreciate it.
Certainly not with the foreign wars and stuff like that.
Listen to it.
No, that's one of the things that has angered me is like almost immediately went back on his word.
He also said he would bring prices lower. Obviously, you mentioned fertilizer prices. We've seen gas prices, grocery prices, real estate prices. Is that another frustration for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's making it harder to pay off my college debt and stuff like that. I was doing pretty well for a while, and now it's kind of coming closer to a halt.
Look at that face right there. Does he look like he's...
You're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that.
Does he look like this?
But you are going to be so proud of your country because we're going to turn it around, and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military.
You were clapping when he said it, though.
We're going to win with healthcare and for our veterans.
Now
We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
You do look tired.
And you'll say, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
Now look at you. Look at you. All that racist stuff you were saying on social media, all those anti-Biden, all those anti-Kamala videos going after Obama. You didn't think there was going to be a receipt for that? You Trump supporters, you don't understand how the universal laws work in this country yet? Zustraya, thank you. You don't understand how things work in this world yet, ladies and gentlemen? Then we get stories like this. Trump voter pleads for his fiance's release after ICE. See, and I could do stories like this all day. I love stories like this because this lets me tap into the love guru side of what Zeus does. You know, many of you know, there's nobody that's a better love guru than Big Zeus. Zeustraya, thank you. John Gannon says he deeply regrets his decision to vote for Trump after his fiance, an immigrant from Venezuela, was arrested and detained by federal immigration agents last month. A lifelong Republican and Texas businessman, Gannon, 75, said his plans to marry his 45-year-old Yasmin Suarez Reyes were derailed when she was arrested by ICE. And see, I got to get into this real quick before. No, I'll go ahead. Don Lemon posted it. Let's go ahead. Okay, you wanted this. Look at him. He know. I'll tell you that look in his eyes, first of all, you can tell he knows it's over. Because you're not going to find another woman to get with you. You're 75, champ. You're not going to find another woman that you got to, get involved with, get to know, get to learn. And you don't got much time. This is life or death for you, champ. This is life or death. Hold on.
I am saying that they are picking up law-abiding citizens. They're destroying families, jobs.
John Gannon is a 75-year-old businessman and lifelong Republican who supported President Trump in 2024.
I wouldn't do that again, not after this fiasco.
His fiancée, 45-year-old Venezuelan immigrant Yasmin Suarez Reyes, was detained by ICE at George Bush Intercontinental.
Ooh, bro. You had an attractive woman on your hands at 75. Think about this. And you fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag, bro. Now you're going to be miserable the rest of your life. You don't even have nothing to brag about. You went and bought the new car because, he already went through his midlife crisis. He was bragging to his friends and all that stuff. Now he's sitting on his knuckles right now. Now he's out here looking like a wolf with a wounded jaw trying to eat.
Continental Airport in Houston in late July.
8 ICE agents swarmed Jasmine and detained her, didn't tell us why, and rustled her off into a car.
The whole time, he knows it. I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for this.
When you saw that unfold, What went through your mind?
Well, I was just in total disbelief.
Oh, look at that face. See, this is what I want right here. This is what I want. This is why DJ is ducking and dodging Big Zeus. Because DJ, trust me, Wildman Grinder 69, Snuggie, you all are going to have this same face at a certain point in time because it's coming. I know I'm like the boogeyman. I'm like Freddy Krueger in a way, do you, right? I'm scaring them. And I want you to be scared because one day you're going to have this revelation. Yeah. Woo! And you know what she was doing in the relationship. You know she was carrying her weight. Oh, yeah, she probably was cooking for him, helping to keep the house clean, made him look good around all of his friends. Oh, he had it made. And then Donald Trump stole his dream. Donald Trump literally stole his dream. Now he's sitting there looking like somebody then Jap slapped him in the face or something.
According to her immigration lawyer, Suarez Reyes came to the U.S. legally in...
You even had a dog, too? You had a pooch? Man, you had it. You had it all figured out. Wow.
2023 and later applied for asylum, a case that is still ongoing. But her underlying permission to be in the U.S.
Don't he look so happy? Doesn't he look so happy, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all, come on, let's give him a round of applause. Ruined his own life with his hatred and his bigotry, his racism. He ruined his own life. You hate immigrants. You want to secure the borders, but you sure don't mind dipping below the border to get you something out of that, don't you? Huh? I mean, it's the hypocrisy that we get with these Trump supporters. Smooth brain. This is smooth brain behavior.
Has lapsed. Some people may say this is what mass deportations look like.
Yeah.
They're not going after the hard guys.
Oh.
That's too difficult.
He still doesn't get it. He still doesn't get it. See, this is what I'm saying. If she stays with him, then she deserves it as well. You know, if you stay with a man that voted for Donald Trump and you end up being detained by ICE, and then you decide to get back with him, you deserve it. All right, because he still doesn't understand the error of his ways.
It's easier to pick them up at the airport. You know, it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Suarez Reyes was arrested as part of a recent crackdown by ICE at airports across the country.
ICE is here, help us!
Back in Texas, Gannon said...
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Where's he at right now? Tinder. He's probably on Tinder right now. He's probably calling. You know, this is what I want to see. Every conservative man staring at their computer. Remember, you had all the spreadsheets that showed Donald Trump was a great person. You had the BLS statistics and all that stuff. You know, you had it all figured out. Now you're staring at the computer screen again. How did I get here? This is a mystery to me. How did I get here? I love this look right here. This brother, don't he look like he's concentrating right now? Does it? No, seriously. Between him and the last guy, they not one time have they cracked a smile, have they? Remember?
You're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that.
I got to play.
But you are going to be so proud of your country because we're going to turn it around, and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with health care and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
Yeah.
We're going to win so much.
You know why I'm laughing? Because I wish I could go inside of the house and I knock on his door. And I say, what are you doing? I'm staring at the internet. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what happened to my fiance, my wife. And I say, no, stop that. And I just want to hit that play button. You're winning. And I just want to see what he would do if I hit play in the middle of this situation he's in when Donald Trump was telling him he was winning. I promise you. He'd tell me to turn that. He'd probably use a profanity word. Turn that off. You know what he would I don't want to hear that stuff. I'm serious. I'm over here concentrating.
As he deeply misses his fiancée, who remains in ICE custody, facing deportation.
Jasmine's good as gold. Love Jasmine. That's it.
That was Camilo Montoya Galvez reporting. Now, CBS.
Ooh, that's a huge W, Zeus. Y'all see that? He actually shedded a tear. He actually shedded a tear, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm saying. That's a huge W, Zeus. He actually shedded a tear for Jasmine because he understands what's going to happen. I can say it. I'll say it. His toes won't be curling for a long time. It's pretty much over, champ, and you know it. You know it. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I mean, because you can see right now. Ema, thank you so much. Hey, when you know, it's self-inflicted at the end of the day, and I normally don't like laughing at people. I really don't. But what can you say when these people brought it on themselves, right? When people bring basically chaos and destruction on themselves, you just have to sit back and go, you know what? I honestly don't feel sorry for you, because this is, again, you once again demonstrating how much you hate yourself and you hate your country. Oh, you do? Rika, you laugh at him? Y'all laugh at him? Y'all. Okay, next week. Interesting. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. New topic. Let's go. Job reports. Look at this. Look at this, MAGA. The U.S. economy unexpectedly lost jobs in July, demonstrating a wobbly labor market as shoppers continue to withstand a surge in inflation set off by the Iran war. The U.S. lost 23,000 jobs. Hey, Stacy, remember Stacy? And she came and said, this was her claim to fame. She's one of the Russian bears. Hey, Zeus, how many people in America are employed? Zeustria, thank you. How many people in the United States are employed? And I didn't give her an answer. Where do you get your information, Zeus? You know, she wants me to say BLS, but I didn't give her an answer. I just made her suffer. Hey, Stacy, come talk to us today about these 23,000 jobs that are lost. And they're saying wages aren't even keeping up with inflation now. We've never seen a worse job market like this in American history. I added that, but a lot of you understand what Joe Biden would have never done this. So according to the federal government's monthly job report, which marked a decline from 57,000 jobs added in June, the unemployment rate fell slightly from 4.2% to 4.1%. Wow. W's in the chat, Castro. So I want to actually check in. Are there any Trump supporters out there right now that still believe Donald Trump is actually doing a good job with the economy? Right? Because what we don't hear is, and what we don't see is the accountability being taken by those of you who put this demon, this wig-wearing demon, back into the White House. Yeah, and this is why I said, remember earlier this week, I said, what is making a lot of these young white guys, conservative usually, you know, they fit the type, what is making them act out in these very, very violent ways? And I actually tried to get a couple of the older conservative men to come on my show and really be honest about why they think this is happening. And they refuse to do it, right? They refuse to do it. And I'll tell you why. When you're a young man and you're trying to make a name for yourself, and you're trying to, you know, get your foundation started so you can begin to take care of yourself and maybe even take care of a family, that's serious business, right? And then what we're seeing is these young men have been lied to by their fathers, by their racist uncles and pappies and grandpappies, and they've been led to believe that all their problems are because of the Democrats. They've been led to believe that all their problems are because of immigrants. And now they're finding out, oh no, that wasn't even the real problem. They can't get a job. They can't get a job. They can't find love. Why can't they find love? Because you've raised them to be sick, individuals, sick and terrible people. And you don't want to take accountability for it. Yeah. So this job market's number, as much as I'm looking at it and I'm going, I knew it. I'm really, really disturbed by it, because this to me means we got another generation of young people growing up that are going to be struggling to be able to take care of themselves. And the Republicans aren't offering anything. You're not offering health care so they can possibly go and get help if they need it, especially around mental health. You're not offering that. All you're offering is the Department of War, right? So that tells them what? you want to send them to another place to possibly lose their life, or have them be a part of these little publicity stunts Donald Trump is doing with the National Guard. You don't care about them, right? You don't want to give them jobs that pay, right? Because you're not doing anything to help increase the minimum wage. So you're pumping them full of hatred and anger. And these job numbers, this is the real serious side of it. It's actually scary to me, these job numbers, because I could have, when I was in my 20s, and you're trying to get a job, that's a very hard thing. You got to polish off your resume and this is that. Now you're in a situation where you got to compete with AI. You got to compete with your own dad or your own uncle, because now your dad or your uncle wants the same job you want because the economy is so bad, right? And so what do? I'll tell you what, vote blue. If you are a young man listening to this show, do not listen to your radicalized uncles or relatives that are still watching Fox News. Listen to Big Zeus. Vote blue this November, all right? You ain't got a choice, all right? Because at least your opinion does matter a lot more than it does with the Republicans. The Republican Party, as of today, they only want to make you angry, and they want to take your minds and make you believe everybody else is the problem except you. No, you got to vote blue, number one. But then number two, you got to really sit back and do an assessment on yourself and ask yourself, like, really, what do I want to do with my life? And you got to start putting work into that. And that means being around people that aren't going to continue to lie to you, like these smooth brains. And I call them smooth brains. A lot of the people still supporting Donald Trump have very, very smooth brains. They're disgusting people, and they have no problem lying to you. All right. As long as they can get away with lying to you, in their mind, that means they have control over you. And it's called manipulation. And they've learned that from Donald Trump. That's why I do shows like this, right? I play the clips of Donald Trump so that we can laugh at it, right? But in all seriousness, supporters of Donald Trump, they really believe what Donald Trump is saying, and they are being manipulated. And in a lot of cases, they're proud to be manipulated. They're very, very proud to manipulate it. And you know it. What's the highest level of being manipulated? I'll show you.
And I love President Trump, and anything he says to do, I do.
Anything he says to do, you will do.
I will.
Literally anything.
Him and Jesus, yes. Okay. Those are my two top guys.
If he told you to that an election was stolen, would you believe him?
Yes.
Okay. If he told you that his political enemies deserve to get arrested, would you believe him?
Yes.
If he told you that all Democrats are scum, would you believe him?
Yes, Democrats.
Democrats.
Yeah.
That's his phrase. You're saying it as well.
Yeah, I watch everything he does. I watch it all day long.
You would literally do anything he told you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, she would.
I want to volunteer. I want to be a nurse for him.
You want to be a nurse for him?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean, he needs a nurse.
change his bedpan?
Oh.
Yes. No problem.
Yes.
You have no problem changing Trump's bedpan.
No, he doesn't need it, but when he does, I'll be there. And you don't have to pay me.
Ooh.
No.
You do change his bedpan for free.
Yes.
Highest level of being manipulated in MAGA when you'll do anything for Donald Trump. You Trump supporters, I tell you, a hard head makes for a soft you know what. All right. Moving back to this is an interesting piece, ladies and gentlemen. You can't believe this. Yeah, we're talking communism today, ladies and gentlemen. Just let that sink in, all right? So, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? All right, let's get into it. Trump has over the past year been snapping up America's means of production, the literal definition of communism, even as he makes a habit of labeling virtually all of his critics and political opponents as communists. Think about that, MAGA. I want you to understand what he's doing. He is the communist. Many of you know where this picture comes from. It's a spoof, but you know Mao Zedong, you get it. But it's Donald Trump, he's the communist. At one point, he actually said he would make a good communist because it's so easy. And think about it. He has already done it. Since retaking office in January of 2025, Trump's executive branch has acquired stock or ownership interest in dozens of U.S. companies. 400 million in a mining company, 1 billion in defense contracts, 8.9 billion in Intel, making the government's chip makers third largest stakeholder. In all, according to a recent Cato Institute analysis, the U.S. government is now part owner in over, 30 companies with no end to the practice in sight. And you can go read this yourself. You can go read this yourself, MAGA. Wow. The Commerce Department announced this week that 6 more companies are set to join the federal government's rapidly expanding corporate portfolio, bringing the total to 30 by our count. Perhaps most striking about the announcement is how unremarkable government ownership is becoming. So MAGA, do you now realize who's the communist? It's you. It's Donald Trump. You see what's happening now. Oh, okay, hold on. Somebody put something in the comment right there. We got a genius out there. Come on up here. This face looks familiar. Come on up here. You asked me what the problem is. Oh, they don't want to come up here. All right, W's in the chat for the mods. Smooth brains know. Smooth brains know. All right. The 7 non-binding letters. Let's get back to it. You see what happens when you show them the real truth? They all of a sudden, they start to get worked up. Oh my gosh, please don't share that with us. We're starting to understand that we've been duped. Yeah, you've been duped. The 7 non-binding letters of intent would provide up to $874 million in CHIPS and Science Act research and development incentives. 6 recipients would be new additions to the portfolio. The 7th, Global Foundries, already has a proposed commerce stake attached to a separate $375 million Quantum Foundry award. Commerce says a minority, non-controlling equity stake in each company will be a condition of final funding. Zooming out, the pattern is more striking. Since December, the CHIPS Research and Development Office has announced 19 or proposed company awards totaling $3.8 billion. They cover 18 companies because the Global Foundries has 2 separate projects. 3 agreements were final, while 16 remain letters of intent. All 19 have been publicly tied to equity. So what Donald Trump is doing, ladies and gentlemen, and you can go read more of this, he's basically ensuring that the federal government has a stake in over 30 companies. That's literally the definition of communism. And he's the leader of it. And you sit back and you listen to Trump supporters. And I see them, they get on TikTok and they try to go and debate. Tell me what you think about the DSA platform. Why? The DSA? That isn't communism. Absolutely not. And the word socialism is getting mixed up in all of this too. And I say, y'all get mad at socialism, but y'all still on Social Security? You don't connect the dots, MAGA? You don't understand you're already basically benefiting from a lot of government programs today? And your smooth brains, they're smooth brains. They just don't get it, right? So what I'll go ahead and do, ladies and gentlemen, is I said, maybe we need to go ahead and help MAGA see how they've been duped, right? And I said, this is how MAGA continues to get duped, ladies and gentlemen. And it's real simple. Instead of paying attention to what's really happening in the world, what do? They allow their dear leader, and they know who he is. They know who he is. They allow their dear leader, to blindside them with racism, bigotry, and xenophobia. As long as you have this, MAGA, you're happy.
Say that it's an honor to have worked with a very smart group of people, and we're bringing the chip business back into the United States in a very big way. Jameson, do you have anything to say about that?
Sir, I think you need to put this in the context of everything else that's happening. Manufacturing productivity is the highest it's been in years. We haven't seen any growth like this for forever. Under President Biden, the last part of his presidency, he lost 220,000 manufacturing jobs. The president has stabilized this. Now the manufacturing jobs.
Let's get into the birthright citizenship business.
What we're dealing with on birthright citizenship, we had a very unfortunate decision in the Supreme Court concerning birthright. It was close, but a very, very unfortunate decision. So we're making adjustments because it's very unfair. This was done for a different reason. This was done.
Now, keep in mind, MAGA, this is your communist leader right here. This is your communist leader right here. And he's distracting you. He's distracting you from the fact that he's the communist. All he has to do is start talking about racism and bigotry.
Right after the Civil War, this was for the babies of slaves. And what's happening now, people are building businesses around it. From wealthy people are building businesses around birthright citizenship. That's not the way it was supposed to work. It's a disgrace. They're buying their way in, and we're not going to let it happen. So, Steve, if you will, please.
Yes, so today the president signed these two executive orders here.
Here it goes.
Relating to birthright citizenship and birth tourism. As the president mentioned, the 14th Amendment was passed exclusively in the aftermath of the Civil War to ensure that the children of slaves would be citizens.
Why they always want to go back to 14th Amendment, children of slaves rhetoric? So you can just see this is a scared person right here with the wig sitting. The guy with the wig, he has Stephen Miller here. They're pushing the racism thing again, all over again, because the poll numbers are in the toilet. So they know where to go get their bread buttered with their base. Racism.
It had no other meaning and purpose outside of that. And that's been clear, obviously, since the day that it was passed. You can go back and you can read the congressional debates. This is not something that's even seriously contested by anybody. The president is using his authority as commander-in-chief to sign first an executive order using the new ruling the Supreme Court issued to expand the definitions of people who are ineligible for birthright citizenship. That includes, for example, alien enemies of the United States, members of foreign terrorist organizations, and large categories of people who lobby and act on behalf of foreign governments.
Meanwhile, how are your gas prices? No, serious, MAGA. How are your gas prices? How is your savings going? Right? Yeah. Are you behind on your rent? Are you behind on your mortgage? How's your grocery bill doing? How's your energy bill doing? How's your credit card interest doing? You ever thought about these things, MAGA, while you're sitting up here being fed these narratives?
And so with taking this action, it ensures that large numbers of people who wrongly would be getting birthright citizenship will no longer be eligible for those benefits. The second action that he's taking, which is especially historic, is for the first time ever in American history to ban birth tourism.
Now, how you gonna say we need to ban birth tourism after we just saw this video? After we just saw this video right here, right? You remember this demon right here? Let's go ahead and look at his face again. This right there. How you gonna tell this man you want to ban birth tourism? That's all he knows. That's all he knows. He's looking for love. But y'all don't get it.
So I want you to really let that sink in. This has been something that people have talked about not only for years, but for decades. The idea that people come here pretending to be a tourist, pretending to be a visitor, saying they want to go to Disneyland, they want to go visit a monument or go to a national park, but the real reason they're here.
All these folks in the White House married to immigrants, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Have children with immigrants, but they can do it, but it's a problem now when you do it. I mean, you don't see the hypocrisy in any of this.
is to have a child, to make that child an automatic citizen, leave our country, and then have a U.S. citizen child. It gives them access under this broken system to welfare benefits, ultimately to the voting booth, and all the other rights and privileges that belong solely to Americans. So that practice of birth tourism.
You know you're in a day. I'm going to be honest. How many people think Stephen Miller is a good person to get dating advice from? No. Seriously, anybody out there think Stephen Miller is a good person to get dating advice from? Look at Donald Trump sleeping. No, seriously. Because whenever I listen to people talking to me, I try to really size them up, you know, like, okay, like, Art, what are you giving me like I can use in my life? And I'm looking at Stephen Miller and I'm sitting there saying, like, what could he possibly say to me to make me or help it elevate my life? There, W to the gifters, yeah. Just imagine him trying to give you dating advice. When he talks, that's the first thing I do. I'm going, okay.
Is, as of the signing of this order, hereby banned. And what that means
Look at him.
is that no one in the world is any more allowed to obtain.
Just stiff. He's a stiff person. You could just tell he doesn't know what fun is. You could just tell. Like, I couldn't hang out with you, Stephen Miller. I could just tell you're a miserable person. And the suit can't even hide it.
A visa for this fraudulent purpose. It is probably, and President Trump has done many historic things on immigration, too many till this now, sealed the southern border shut, record deportations, record integrity, stopping foreign terrorist entry.
And you know what makes the deportation thing even more alarming? When you hear about the SAing going on with these ICE agents in these detention centers, the harm they're doing to women and children, you sit back and you go, oh, I see what this is about. Y'all just want to, that's why I say, y'all support Donald Trump, Epstein's best friend. You just want to create a whole network so you can go in and be disgusting, sick creatures. And this is just another way for you to do it. I see right through it because look at him. On his own, Stephen Miller, he doesn't have the charisma. He's not attractive enough. So they got to start trying to force people to put up with him.
Record reduction in drug seizures, dismantling criminal cartels, dismantling the gangs, right? Everything he's done that has been so unprecedented. I would put this in the
Stan wrote something, ladies and gentlemen. Stan, come on up here. Come on up here, Stan. You think I'm jealous? It's amazing. Stan, what am I jealous of? There's no way on God's green earth I would want to be cursed to look like Stephen Miller. Have you lost your mind? Stan, do me a favor. Get out of here, Stan. That's your hero, fine. Yeah, see. But go ahead, Stan. Tell me how excited Stephen Miller makes you.
The top three in terms of importance because it ends what has been one of the gravest and most egregious abuses of the American system, and it keeps American citizenship sacred.
Thank you.
Look at this.
Okay.
Mr. President.
Big stuff. That's a big deal.
Yes.
Thank you. On the birth tourism executive order, what are the plans for enforcement in terms of cracking down on birth tourism hotels as common in parts of California?
Very big, big crackdowns, and this will give us the right to do it in a much more forceful manner. But they've taken birthright citizenship and they've made a joke out of it.
Like him and Melania have, right? Like him and Melania and the rest of his cabinet have. Bunch of hypocrites. Never trust a man that wears a wig. Never do it. Because you just know if you lie about the way your hair look, you'll lie about everything else, including what's inside your diaper.
And we're actually the only country of size, I think just about the only country, period, that does birthright citizenship. I thought we were going to win it at the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, we had a bad decision, very unfair decision. Our country suffers because of it. And we're ending it a different way.
Yeah, we're suffering because of it. I agree. What you and Melania did, using the birthright citizenship nonsense, we're suffering right now. Look at us. We have to deal with you as the president. So, yeah, maybe there is some truth to what he just said.
Mr. President, at the Supreme Court, John Sauer, the Solicitor General, did not have an answer as to how many individuals take advantage of birth tourism. Is there a number that you can
I'll tell
cite?
you right now, hundreds of thousands.
Literally telling on himself. He's one of the people taking advantage of birth tourism. I'm pretty sure not just the situation he's got with Melania, but maybe even at his properties, he's got people working for him who are citizens as a result of birth tourism. Again, this communist leader right here, MAGA, you put a communist leader in the White House. Do you not see this, you smooth brain demons?
Okay, hundreds of thousands. You have one man came in with a family, said he had 56 children. Another one came in, they said they had 98 children.
So what man did this? See, this is when we start having to say, MAGA, you got to start telling him to point this person out. This person should be plastered all over the news network so we can see who this man is. But he actually slips up and lets us know it's one of his rich and wealthy friends.
This was not what it was for. This was meant for the babies of slaves. It was right after 1 week or 2 weeks after the Civil War ended. This wasn't for wealthy multi-millionaires, billionaires coming in and bringing 15, 20, 30 children along with them.
You hear what he said? So he's telling us there's multi-millionaire billionaires bringing in 50 and 90 kids at a time. Isn't that? And you sit back and you listen to this stuff and you say, what? Interesting, Trump. So why are you targeting innocent people then? Because you know who the usual suspects are. Seems like they're your friends. Why are you going after innocent people?
It's become a big business, and we're ending that business, please.
What makes you confident, Mr. President, that this will pass constitutional muster?
I think it will. I think, in fact, I asked a very talented person named Will Scharf, who's standing right behind me.
Now, if you think Stephen Miller is lame, look at this guy, Will Scharf, whatever his name is, right? This has to be the lamest combination of testosterone on the planet right here. Trump and these two.
Do you want to discuss that, Will? You
look at this.
Pretty surely.
Look at this.
Strongly about it.
The law is absolutely clear. What we're talking.
Again, I just sit back and I say, my goodness. If this is who our young men are looking up to, Stephen Miller and this loser right here, let me ask the ladies, how many ladies out here think Will is an attractive species? Now be honest. How many of you believe Will with the binder in his right hand? How many of you believe he's attractive? It could give you no. Taurus, your man's right there. Yeah, so immediately I look at this and I'm going, so we went from Stephen Miller to another loser, and they're trying to give me some insight.
Talking about, as Stephen said, with respect to birth tourism, something that used to happen incidentally, where somebody who happened to be on vacation here went into labor early and had a baby.
And the sad thing is, I'm listening to this and I'm going, this is as good as it gets for these guys. This is the best chance they'll ever have at getting, any kind of like attention. This is their best attempt to get attention right here.
Sort of a relatively small problem. What we've seen in recent years, though, is organized rings, at times criminal rings, setting up a system.
Standing there, swaying in that little circle he's in. No confidence, no riz at all, no testosterone. Pete, his testosterone levels are low. Pete Hegseth, you need to come get it and give him some.
Whereby tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people can come to this country in an organized fashion and give birth here purely for the sake of obtaining birthright citizenship. This order takes a number of different actions intended to combat those sorts of organized practices. Wow. We look very heavily at denying visas to people that we have reason to believe are coming here for that purpose. Visas both.
I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm sitting there listening and looking at him, and I'm going, you don't even believe what the hell you're saying. You don't even seem confident saying what you're saying. None of you in the room do. Look at this. This is a whole scene. This is this is what a disaster looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Iran's still blowing up ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Gas prices are escalating. Your wallets are literally on fire. Your significant others leaving you because you've been radicalized by Fox News. The world pretty much on fire. And this is what the president of the United States is more concerned about.
For putative parents, but also for the people organizing these rings. There's also obviously a law enforcement component. We'll have a full fact sheet released on this soon, but what we're doing is taking legally validated means that are clearly within our disposal and targeting them square on to this birth tourism industry. There's absolutely nothing in here that runs afoul of any of the Supreme Court's opinions on the subject. This is frankly, it's action that's overdue, and I'm thankful that President Trump is finally taking decisive action to combat this issue of birth tourism now that it's been queued up in the way that it has as a
And I'm just looking at Donald Trump's wig. The wig. The whole time, this conference is not about anything, in my opinion, except for Donald Trump's new wig. And the reason it's a problem to me is somebody told Donald Trump he looks good. Can you believe? No. Somebody told Donald Trump when he put that wig on that he looks good. I'd never seen anybody look so good in a wig. And he actually said, "Thank you. Thank you." Cool. All right. Lights, camera, action. Let's go.
Result of the Supreme Court's opinion.
This should have been done a long time ago. This should have happened.
Today's press conference starring Donald Trump and his new wig.
Years ago, but we're taking care of it now. Please.
Amy, can you help us understand how you distinguish between a tourist and a birth tourist?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you discuss it, please.
I want to hear that. I want to see that wig, champ.
I heard about it a little while ago. I think he's great, but we're way too early to even be thinking about that. Okay?
And Mr. President, Republicans are arguing a lot right now about affordability.
Uh-oh.
What is your message on affordability going into the midterms?
Well, that's a good question, but it's sort of simple.
See, if you see the back part of the wig, right, you could see the bald spot, right? And I said, wow, let me see if we, you got to see this. Oh, no, hold on. You got to see this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that wig action going. Look at that. There you go, right there. You see that spot right up there in the back? Yeah.
To answer, I inherited the highest prices ever. I inherited the worst inflation in the history of our country, and we have
you inherited
done an
that
amazing
wig.
job. And oil prices now are coming down very rapidly. If you look at what's going on, it's down to 75. When I started
Lord have mercy. Somebody said it's a rug. This is the president of the United States, MAGA. Y'all voted for a clown. When I used to do my bit on oh, there you go. When I used to do my bit on January 6th, I used to tell you all the same story. He puts on every day. This is how he deceives MAGA. He wakes up and he throws on that makeup. E. Jean Carroll told us it was peach. I didn't know it was peach. I thought it was orange, but I guess it's a peach. He throws on that makeup. And I told you he was a clown. I said he puts on that ridiculous suit. Didn't I, Kiki? He puts on that ridiculous suit, same red tie. And then he, bam, slams the bird's nest straight on his head. And just like that, you all believe every single thing Donald Trump says. Look at how you've been deceived, MAGA. Let's just be honest. You're so far gone with Donald Trump right now. I don't even think there's a path back. A lot of you, honestly, will end up in hell and where you belong. W. Zeus. Cassidy is a yes. I will vote for Todd Blanche. Boo. I knew, Ange, I knew it. Wow. I knew that we were going to do it. These folks don't have... These folks don't have spines. But again, a hard head makes for a soft behind. W. Zeus. So again, this is just more evidence that the smooth brains have more destruction to look forward to, because Todd Blanche being the Attorney General, we all know what he's going to do. We all know what he's going to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my monologue. It is now time to open up the boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. All right, W. Zeus. Yeah, Murkowski said no. It's interesting, right? The women that I really do believe genuinely understand who Donald Trump is and have more of a moral compass than the conservative men, they do tend to buck against Donald Trump at really interesting moments, right? But the men, the conservative men, you're the reason this country's going in the wrong direction. The ones that are still supporting Donald Trump. All right, W. Zeus. All right, let's open up those boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get into the box and tell the truth. Do we have anybody out there still supporting Donald Trump? Anyone out there still supporting Donald Trump that wants to come in the box and give us all what we've been looking for? What is that? A good laugh. How many of you would love to laugh at MAGA this morning? Trying to think. Wouldn't that be interesting? We need a little comic relief. It's interesting right now because all over social media, various creators, we all know who's who when it comes to the MAGA. They know who we are. But I believe that there's genuinely a general understanding in this country, in America, that Donald Trump is a terrible president. And now when you talk to MAGA, they don't want to get up here and take accountability for voting for him. So what they'll do is they'll try to pivot and start talking about El Said, the Democrat socialists and things like that, communism. And I'm sitting here saying, no, you can't talk to us about anything until you first take accountability for what you did when you went to that voting booth. All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Who do we got? Straight Facts. Hello. Good morning, Straight Facts. How are you?
What's going on, Zeus? How are you guys doing? You and the kingdom?
We're doing good now that you're here. Wow.
Don't tell my husband, but you are handsome, though.
Thank
I
you.
think you may be handsome, more handsome than Nutty, too. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to put it out there.
Thank you.
And you're a little bit more handsome than Abdul, but Abdul is a looker. I'm going to, I have to say.
Hey, as long as you kept him in second place, right? That's the main thing. A lot of people were getting carried away with them. I said, whoa, y'all got to relax.
All right. Don't tell on me. Don't tell on me. Somebody said, I'm telling you, better not tell with your little snitch butt.
But you ain't lying. You ain't told not one lie, Straight Fact. So as long as he understands he's in second place, I ain't got no issue with him, if you know what I'm saying.
That part. Congratulations, Nutty. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
A lot of us are, yeah.
Yes, I was so excited when I heard the news that he won his primary, just in case you guys don't know why I'm congratulating him. So that is the reason why.
Good.
But let's go ahead and jump on off, though.
Okay.
Because, baby, that white tea man crying about his Venezuelan fiance. I just love it. I love it. Yes.
No, you had
some more.
You had to feel a little sorry for him, right?
I don't feel sorry for him at all. Because the problem is this: when it didn't hurt them, they were okay with a little bit of racism. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now that they are feeling the pain,
now
they want us to feel sorry for them. I don't think so. Cry some more, Matt. I got a cup for you. Hurry up. Bring on all the tears. I need all the snowflake tears. Y'all been crying for 10 years and lying about why you've been crying. You've been crying because you realize that the people that you hate the most are better than you.
Ooh, W Straight Fact. Did you see how he was really concentrating in that computer though? You saw him looking at it? Yeah.
He was concentrating hard because he tried to get osmosis. Listen, He had never experienced this before in his life. You mean to tell me as a white tea man that you got some type of issues with the United States of America? Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, you have problems, don't you?
Yeah.
And so what really makes me feel good inside is that for right now, for right this moment, they are feeling the pain. They thought that so out there trying to be thirsty for some racism, they thought a little bit of racism was going to get them what they needed. Instead of talking about how they're not racist, you voted for Trump, a 34-time felon, Chester, because you thought he was going to get the people of color out of this country that you didn't like.
Wow.
So that in itself is racism all day.
Go ahead.
DJ,
Yeah.
if you want to pretend like you're not racist, okay? But I
Hit him
came up
straight,
here.
Max.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to get them, but I came up here specifically for one thing. Because this birthright citizenship, it irks my nerves. Now, remember when he did what he did to Joe Biden. You know what he said? He said, just announce the investigation and I'll do the rest. This is the same thing he's doing with this birthright citizenship. He knows, I know, and he knows that all the smart people understand that there's no way that he can sign an EO changing what birthright citizenship, the 14th Amendment says.
Right.
You have to do a constitutional convention in order to come with an amendment to change that constitution. And that's not what happened. And I want to correct something else. He said that it came right after the Civil War. It did not. Emancipation Proclamation happened in 1865. We didn't get our citizenship until 3 years later. We were walking around here, did all the work for this country on our backs, and hadn't been citizens yet. I want you guys to understand how that would have felt. So when he says it's an amendment for people of slaves, it actually is a slap in the face to us because we didn't even get it until 3 or 4 years, 3 years after.
He said you got it 3 months after. He said you
right.
got it.
With his lying self, he don't even know what the Declaration of Independence is for. He get on my nerves, and that wig looks a mess. But I'm gonna say this too. What he's trying to use is a carve out of the 14th Amendment, whereas to diplomats that come over here, just because the word foreign is in there doesn't mean that it's meant for undocumented immigrants. The Africans that came to this country were technically undocumented immigrants as well.
Hit them with it.
Didn't want to talk about it then, so we're not going to talk about it now.
Thank
you. If you want to talk about it, let's go, because we can start talking about reparations at the same time. Yeah,
Mr. Magic, zip it.
Handle the truth.
They can.
That's the problem. And I want you guys to look it up. Because if you look up the 14th Amendment, thank y'all for the gifts. The 14th Amendment carve-outs, if you look the carve-outs up, you will see that now they've updated it to include foreign people, and they say it clearly. You cannot, foreign tourism, the words that they're using, you cannot stop them from having birthright citizenship, because when they come to this country, they fall under the United States jurisdiction. And that means that they can be arrested and they are responsible for paying taxes.
Amen.
So I don't want to hear, if you want to stop these people from coming over, then stop charging them taxes, stop making them pay taxes. Then they can't be arrested either. You can't have both.
Thank you.
You can't not want to talk about it at one time and then want to talk about it at another time. That's not how any of this works. You should have picked your own cotton. If you didn't want this country to be the melting pot that it is, you should have picked your own cotton.
I would have loved to have seen him try. I would have loved to have seen him try. W's in the chat for straight.
Zeus, You know them pink people wouldn't have been able to pick that cotton while they run around here calling everybody else lazy, and they the laziest ones. If we were so lazy, why did you go back and get some more and get some more and get some more? So that talking point is all unalived in the water.
Ain't it interesting how they hate the immigrants and the black and brown people, but then that guy we just saw, crying, he's with one. Isn't that interesting?
He is with one, and he over there crying his soul out, baby. Because let me tell you, I gotta put it up.
Yeah,
I gotta put it up, baby. This my favorite.
Yeah. Let me go ahead with that in the big screen. Hey.
I'm gonna save this picture.
That's DJ right there. That's DJ right there.
I'm gonna save this picture, baby. I'm putting this I'm gonna put a frame around it and probably put it in my office, baby, because he's crying. MAGA, he's crying. Y'all know the same thing y'all claim we do every day. He's crying for his Latino lover.
Hey.
Oh, Papa, I will vote for Donald Trump and get deported. Okay.
You can't make this stuff up, folks. It wouldn't
make it up.
It wouldn't be funny. Hold on. Now, see, the sad thing about this is it wouldn't have been funny if we didn't live through this. That's the sad part about it, right? We lived through this.
That's it. It wouldn't be funny if we didn't live through this. Did you tell them about Byron Donaldson?
Oh, no, but you could go ahead and let them know.
Baby, Byron Donaldson is getting ready to get some charges against him. We told y'all black snaggers that y'all tokens. They don't want a conservative in office. Listen, the person that he's running against in the same Republican Party, he did a press conference saying that he's getting ready to be brought up on charges from the DOJ. You know, the same DOJ that President Trump runs. You know, the Republican Party. Black men, I'm telling y'all right now, they don't want you in their party, and they will backdoor you to stop you from becoming the governor of Florida. They don't want to vote for a black man, and they told you that when they did what they did to Ahmad Hassan. If you don't know about Ahmad Hassan, he ran for a seat. I don't know what state was it. Somebody help me with the state, but whatever it was, because that's not even important. The person that dropped out of the race, the white T man, he actually won the race because the white T people would not vote for a black man. That is systemic racism in your face. Michigan, stop lying to yourself, y'all. This is not a party. The Republican Party is not a party for black people, and they tell you that time and time again. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go on and get up out of here.
You hitting them all. I know you made Blagger cry today. You made the conservative white guys cry today. W's in the chat for straight back. Zustria.
I love it. I love this for you, MAGA. Because you voted. You not only did you vote for it, you ran out and you voted for it, and you did it twice. And black women told you
treason.
So I'm gonna say it like this: he effed up the reflecting pool. He effed up the Kennedy Center. He effed up the Rose Garden. He effed up the East Wing. He effed up the White House lawn. He effed up the COVID response team. He effed up the FBI. He effed up the DOJ. He effed up SCOTUS. He effed up USAID. He effed up FEMA. He effed up gas prices. He effed up the Voice of America. He effed up the Knicks game. He effed up the USMNT. He effed up America's 250. He effed up the Republican Party. He effed up Iran. He effed up the lawn. He effed up the world. He effed up the white tea people on the world stage. He effed up the whole doggone country. And guess what? I don't even tell you who I don't even have to tell you who he is, because you know exactly. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to drop.
Yeah,
but I'm going to tell y'all one thing.
What's that?
The 92% of us and the 75% of the other ones, y'all, I don't even got to say who we are because y'all know who we are.
Yeah.
We told y'all so. We told y'all. And Mama Zeus, please mute your ears right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it loud and proud. I got a cup for you, MAGA. Come drink out of it, bitch. Bye. Told y'all so. Have a good day. I love y'all.
Who's in the chat? No, he's in the chat for straight facts. Wow. Somebody, you said I should make that a song? Wow. Wow. What a treat. That's a Good Friday treat, you know. That's why it's always nice to hear from other people besides me sometimes because, man, oh, man, I tell you, I listened to what Straight Facts said. I said, it's over, MAGA. It really is. You are literally the biggest joke on the face of the earth. I can't. Somebody, Mr. Magic, you were crying. You were crying while Straight Facts was talking, and I wanted to make sure I gave Straight Facts the opportunity to get everything out. But if you wanted to come back up here and express what your grievance is with Straight Facts, I'll be more than willing to allow you to have at least a good 20 seconds of uninterrupted, smooth brain rhetoric so we can get an understanding about, why your feelings were hurt, what she said that may have hurt your feelings, all right? Because, smooth brains matter. Right? Don't we all listen to my audience? Let me check in with the audience. Don't we all want to hear from the smooth brains this morning? And so I'm going to need all of you to be on your best behavior and don't scare them. Okay? Don't scare them. I'm literally leaving a bowl full of kibble out and I need them to come and eat the kibble, but they're not going to eat the kibble, WVIP. They're not going to come and eat the kibble if all you do is scare them away when they start trying to eat the kibble. You got to let them come to the kibble and get it, all right? So to the audience out there, they said, look at this. We're a nice group of people, aren't we, out there? No, listen, this audience, please. We're a nice group of people, aren't we? Somebody said put some poison in it. So, Mr. Magic, come give us that smooth. Oh my gosh, W, Ange. Okay, WVIP. All right. I tried, but yeah. Moving it along, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have next? Good morning. Look at that. We got Kiki. Maybe Mr. Magic will come up for you, Kiki. Maybe.
I won't be here but a minute, Zeus. Listen. And TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. I think, in my opinion, he's transitioning. Think about it, Zeus. He keeps going to the doctor. He's wearing that makeup, and now he's wearing a wig.
Now, that's interesting, Kiki.
Zeus,
wow.
That wig was full of down a stomach at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Man, I mean, it was thick, Zeus. Oh Lord, Zeus, it looked a mess. But I think,
wow,
he's transitioning.
W's in the chat for Kiki, and you know why I took a second to pause because I don't like to just go down a place like that and go put that on somebody. But then I started to think about it. W's in the chat. But and yes, make sure you hit Kiki's Cash App. Hey, PG Howie, hit her Cash App. Remember, he got mad when he saw how much people loved you, and I said, yeah, you should get mad because nobody would ever hit yours. They wouldn't even hit you up in general because you're a loser. But I thought about it, and I said, you know what? You're right. Because it's the central casting talk that he always does. Remember when he was at the
he keeps talking about how good looking these men are. And then, he keeps going to the doctor. We don't know what he's going for, Zeus. He may be getting, hormone therapy, Zeus. And then now you come out with your new wig. He's giving it to us little bit by little bit, Zeus. Next, he'll have on a skirt.
You know, that's deep. That's deep, Kiki, because I didn't have that in my I have a lot of interesting theories that I keep in my library of things about Trump. I didn't have that one in there, but now I'm starting to wonder, maybe Donald Trump really wants to be a woman.
I mean, he wouldn't make it. They say he smells like a pot of piss. But I'm just saying, Zeus. You know what? Stephen Miller is really too ugly for words. and Zeus, his attitude makes him ugly. He is the cat. I bet when he was a baby, instead of the doctor slapping the baby, he slapped his mom and said, "How dare you?"
Slap him.
I mean, she tried to leave him there. They made her take him with them. I mean, you know how they said the Democrats are for AB's after birth. That probably what that woman did. That boy, Stephen Miller mama probably had him and said, "You know what? I changed my mind. Take him right now." But they wouldn't do it, Zeus. But that's the ugliest man I ever seen in my life. And to sit up and have an attitude. And to be racist makes him uglier. He's Dr. Spock, brother on a good day. He just needs to get somewhere. This is the most, Zeus, I went through the administration. Because I was trying to see who was good looking. Right. There is nobody good looking in this entire administration. You got Dumbo, his ears so big and he can't hear nothing that's going on. JD Vance around here, the Maybelline queen. He keep wearing all that eyeliner, fondling, couching. And then had the audacity to talk about people that are Muslim and you got a whole wife by your side that's not Christian.
Yeah.
And he said he hoped that she changes over. She got no example to change over to.
I hope he stops.
She don't see no Christian man. She don't see no Christian man in her household. So what's gonna make her want to convert?
Yeah, think about it. You know what? You're onto something. That should be studied. Is this? Would you say one of the ugliest administrations ever?
The ugliest. The president ugly, and all of his cabinet is ugly. It used to be a time when we could look at the president and be like, "Wow, he's sexy." Now we just turn the TV, cause Zeus, I can't stand to look at him. Ain't nothing good looking.
He bought a wig for you though. He bought a wig this time. Now he know he gonna get your attention with that wig.
Zeus.
He knew he was. He said, "What can I do to shake things up and get Kiki to stop?"
Zeus, he could be like Prince and put diamonds and pearls in it, and I still wouldn't be looking at Donald Trump. I don't care if Donald Trump, Zeus. Wow. I don't care what he do to that wig. Just take it off. Take it off, Trump.
Wow.
Right now, I said yesterday, his hair so thin you can see his thoughts.
Wow.
But he need to take it off, Zeus.
Yeah. Wow. W's in the chat for Kiki. Wow. To me, it's just more proof that he's a clown. The costume is literally starting to just become more pronounced, more and more every day in his administration. It's like at this point, if you can't see that this man is a clown, I don't know what to do. I really don't.
Zeus, the dementia is really showing up too.
Yeah.
Because he's stuck in the past and that's how they brain be. And for him to say he went to Iowa and know good and well he ain't been nowhere near Iowa according to the presidential schedule.
Yeah.
Then Zeus, he ain't been to Iowa. He ain't saw no gas for 186. This man is living, like you said, in 2015. It's dangerous to let somebody with with dementia run a country and have access to the code.
Thank you.
They better stop pretending and get for real and get that man out of the office before we all be in trouble. But I'm going to let y'all go. Thank y'all for the gifts. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
All right, W's in the chat for Kiki. No. Lies detected. Thomas. Hey, Thomas, you put in the chat, Democrats corruption needs serious God. Thomas, come on up here. It's just you and me. I wanted to give you an opportunity to explain what that meant. I don't speak Maganese that well. So if you don't mind, Thomas, would you be able to come up here and give us a little bit of an explanation about what you were trying to say? I know the letters were English, but you didn't speak it that well. And now I may even want to actually see if you are allowed to even be in this country. I just thought about that, Thomas. He won't. Oh, okay. Thomas, you got one more chance and then it's over, bro. Okay, it doesn't take long. Okay, yeah, Thomas. Okay, Thomas, you think you're good? Okay, fair enough. I can do it. Okay, hey Thomas. Thank you, mods, for very strict rules. If you're gonna put something crazy in my chat and you don't want to come up and say it, then it doesn't belong in my chat. It's real simple. I do not want smooth brain thoughts floating around in the chat section, right? I like to keep that nice and clean. All right. If you got something intelligent you want to contribute to the platform, send us Ange. Thank you. It's not a Democrat thing. It's a crooked politician on both sides. No, TK, I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like you're MAGA, all right, but no, it is a MAGA thing. This is a left-leaning platform, all right. We don't just get up here and just start ranting and raving just to be ranting and raving. We got serious problems in this country, and we need real solutions. And we know one of the main problems, it's the people on the right. No, yeah, it's not both sides. Good morning, Jim. Welcome. How are you doing?
Not the manganese.
Yeah.
Not the manganese.
Yeah, I don't speak it that well, but it was interesting. They were all English words, you know. He was speaking English, but you could tell by the way that he strung them together, he didn't really know what he was saying.
I will never.
Oh.
I almost spit out my coffee.
Dim tards causing problems. Okay, princess. Oh, okay. That's an interesting word. Where did they come up with these words? Wow.
Donald Trump.
That was in the chat for Jim.
Don't you know that dumb is spelled with a B? Don't you know? Sometimes you use a B, sometimes you don't use a B.
W's in the chat for Jim. Yeah, they don't get it. Yeah.
I'm still stuck on manganese.
Well, you know, it's one of the originals things that I did. Thomas.
I choked on my coffee, sorry. Anyway, I came up to say good morning. I just wanted to report to all of you Americans, we're doing so great that in the month of July, we lost 23,000 jobs. Wow. The decline in both brick and mortar and in online shopping has dropped.
Wow.
Because nobody can afford anything. So keep staying home, guys.
Yeah.
Keep not buying. Keep not spending. Focus on just your staple items, bread, milk, grocery items. Stop paying for things you don't need. Start doing the need versus want mentality, because this is how we tell them that they're failing more and more. We
Bingo.
let them know that we're not going to buy the things that are just a want right now. We're going to save our money. We're going to focus on taking care of the home and the family. We're not going to build. We're not going to vacation. We're not going to go out for the extra meals. We're not going to do any of those things now.
Nope.
Because once we start talking with our money, the American people are answering. By the way, tourism has the largest decline in American history.
Oh.
Tourism is down in the billions.
Wow.
Billions with a B.
Oh.
We have lost billions and billions of dollars in tourism.
Wow.
So for all of you who were like, America first, guess what that tells you? America last. Everyone's going everywhere but America.
Facts. W's in the chat.
You win, MAGA. Wow. You win.
Self-owned.
All those dollars coming from all over.
Wow. The biggest self-owned. They don't get it. That's the sad part.
They don't. They're going to get it. Hey, you know Kentucky bourbon?
Yeah.
Remember Kentucky bourbon was one of the greatest of things that we exported in this country?
Yeah.
You know who the biggest purchaser of Kentucky bourbon was?
Canada?
Canada.
Wow.
Canada literally did a complete moratorium. They are not purchasing a single drop of Kentucky bourbon, and it has literally tanked.
Wow.
The industry has tanked. Good job, Kentucky.
Wow.
You got Mitch McConnell, Rand Paul, and no sales in bourbon.
Wow. Don't you think
for
there?
you. It's a big win.
But Jim, don't you think there are innocent people working? W's in the chat for Kimmy. Wow, Jim, don't you think there are innocent people working in these, distilleries out in Kentucky that are being affected by this? Right? Innocent people, Americans that are maybe.
Did you say innocent?
Yeah, they lose.
Did you say innocent?
Oh, yes, I did. Did I misspeak?
Yeah, you said innocent.
Yeah, you don't think they're
You
so
did.
innocent?
Who'd they vote for?
Most of them voted for Trump.
Who'd they vote for?
Most of them voted for Trump.
No, not some of them.
Oh,
Most of them voted for Trump in the rural areas because they failed to listen to the past, which is the predictor of the future. Let me just make it clear that for every one of you who voted for him, I have zero sympathy for you. We warned you in 2016 when we told you about the Central Park Five, when we told you about the 3,500 discrimination lawsuits. We warned you about his tax evasion and his fraud and his abuse of his wives and his multiple immigrant rights because literally American wives don't want to do that kind of work. It's the nastiest of the work to do. So we warned you, but you didn't listen to that. And then in 2020, we warned you again and we warned you again, but you still went out there and you voted for a man who literally did not do well when he won the first election because you voted for him, because you thought a businessman wasn't a politician, because you don't understand that the moment you throw your hat into the political ring, you're a politician. Doesn't matter if you were a doctor, a lawyer, or a veterinarian. You literally are a politician now the moment you do that. So I want to make it perfectly clear. Any persons who voted for this man the first time, all right, maybe you wanted change. I'll give you the first time. I won't hold you accountable. I actually will, but I'm going to just say that for the benefit of the doubt. But then you voted for him a second time. And then when the second time didn't pay off for him, he literally sent his goons to go attack our U.S. Capitol, where every leader was inside the building, which literally is treason when you're trying to overthrow the government. But hey, what's a little treason when an old fat rich man doesn't get what he wants, right? When people unalived inside and on the steps of Capitol, where blood was actually spilled and defecation happened and smeared on the walls and tears were shed and people were stabbed with flagpoles and our U.S. flag was replaced Confederate flag and a Trump flag. What's the big deal? The big deal is it's treasonous and you supported that. That wasn't enough for you though.
Get him, Jim.
So you went back and you voted for him a third time. A third time. And now we're watching as on the world stage as the United States tanks into oblivion. Absolutely tanks in economy, tanks in research, tanks in medical, tanks in tourism. Oh, by the way, did I mention unemployment is at 4.1%? Did I mention that? Unemployment is at 4.1% in the United States of America. So while you thought you were handing the immigrants their ass, Canada was like, hold my beer because I'm not buying your bourbon. We're going to start purchasing from China. And Mexico said, hold my tequila while we go purchase from China. And while we go do business and send people over to Africa so we can talk about earth minerals, so we can talk about actually creating allyships that cut this big bully out of the package deal.
Get 'em.
So not America first, America last. You created that by voting for a known white supremacist, a known male chauvinist, a known predator, a known thief, a known prayer of children. Like, I don't want to hear a single thing about children ever again while you support an absolute flagrant felon who is destroying the entire the entirety of the United States. And you want to talk about immigrants? I literally saw a post yesterday that was attacking Muslim. It had like 25 points where it was saying a Muslim person committed this crime and a Muslim person committed that crime. Let me just repeat for you the statistics that 64.9%, this is resourced, you can look this up because I know you guys don't do any research. But on the 2019 UCR, which is the FBI court, 64.9% of all crimes are committed by white people. 64.9%. Now you're going to say, oh, but in the amount of times,
Zip it,
blah, blah,
Vegas.
blah. Well, again, to break down the ratios, 1 in 3 black men will be arrested for a crime. 1 in 17 white men will be arrested for a crime. Most of the crimes that the black men are arrested for, they're exonerated. They're exonerated after their lives are destroyed, after the arrests are made, after it's proven that they did not do the crime, they're exonerated.
Yeah.
Not the white men. Most of the white men are responsible for the crimes they commit, and most of the crimes that they got away with are never solved because of the color of their skin in this country.
Bingo.
And you can call bullshit, but you can look up the research yourself.
Get 'em, Jim.
Violent crime.
Yeah. Violent. I call it
Serial killers.
Real
the
tea.
percentage of yes, go ahead.
Real tea. Real terrorism. The crimes that they get away with.
I am at the point. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think there's a delay between us, but yes, W's in the chat for Jim.
There's a delay. Go ahead.
No. I was just calling it out. Yeah, make sure you are following Jim. Yeah, because what we want to do is make sure that we don't allow these folks who continue to try to pretend like everybody else is the problem to get away with what they're really doing. That's why, you know what I say, Jim, and you didn't even get into it, the bestiality. Ever since I read that story about what that one dude down south, Trump supporter, did to the dog, I said, they never, who's going to speak up for the dogs and the animals that are being abused? Sick. These folks are sick.
You just read that story? These young men have been handling sheep for quite some time. That's why they're so invested in calling people goats. They're all bad.
Oh, Lord. I mean, deer too? Wow. I mean, what do you say to these people?
Dead ones, because deers will buck back.
These folks are sick. And then they'll try to take you out on a date as a lady. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you got to be careful. Right? It's disgusting to think that this person that
Thank you, Aviator.
one of these people you might be trying to have a date with may have done something with an animal. That's crazy. Only a sick and evil, strong demon would do such a thing. W's in the chat for Jim.
They prey on all the things that can't prey back.
Yeah.
Children, women, animals, pies.
I'm done. Jim. I mean, just when you thought it couldn't get any nastier, it gets straight into pure toxic, evil, wickedness. And then you know what the sad thing is? They call themselves Christians too. They call themselves Christians. Someone wrote couches. Wow.
I'm sure they pray about it afterwards.
Wow.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure after they assault whatever it is, they pray about it. Because if you pray about it after you commit it, then it's not a crime, right?
Cindy. No, that's what they like to make you believe, but it's still a sin. It's still a crime. You know what I'm saying? It's just more proof that they're nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. And at the end of the day, they're not just hypocrites, they're disgusting creatures. I don't even like to refer to them as human beings, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm wrong, but honestly, when you see and hear about the things that they do, how could you even dignify them by referring to them as humans? These are sick and wicked, evil creatures we got walking amongst us, in my opinion. All right? Seriously, W. Jim.
Yep.
But all right.
So I wanted to come up. I wanted to come up and remind you guys about Doge, because I know that we want to move on from things, but I want to remind you about Doge because it came out this morning, breaking news, that the 110 billion that they tried to claim that they saved the United States is complete fraud. It didn't happen. It's not real.
Wow.
What Doge did was go in and steal a bunch of information and literally destroy ongoing investigations into Elon Musk. So I just want to let you know that Elon Musk had several investigations into his crimes that he was committing in all of his companies. You don't have to believe me. Google it yourself.
Yep.
I'm so tired of people are like, that's a lie. No, it's not. Go research it. He was being investigated. And here's one more thing you can add to your YouTube surfing. Make sure you Google Elon Musk talking to Tucker Carlson, where he literally says to Tucker Carlson, if Kamala Harris wins, I will be going to prison.
Yep.
Because he knew that he had committed many, many crimes and that he was under investigation for workforce issues, employment crimes against his employees, not paying overtime, not paying fair wages, breaking all kinds of laws, not to mention tax evasion, not to mention the fact that he came into the country illegally. Let's just make sure that we keep reminding people so we're not getting away from the e-files. We're not getting away from Doge. Let me just tell you, they fired all of the inspector generals that would hold this administration accountable. I want to tell you right here, right now, America, if you think that having a country with no law and order at the top is what you want, that is going to be pure chaos. You think it's bad now? Let them stay in control after the midterms and just see how bad it can get, how hungry you can get, how your lights won't still be on, how the data centers will literally be destroying your land and taking your water that you need to survive as the surface of the earth gets hotter and hotter and hotter. There's a report out today that one of the data centers that Mark Zuckerberg uses is dumping chemicals into the waters that has created bacteria that is affecting the water supply in that area. So I want you guys to start paying attention that if you are only on TikTok and you are not taking this serious, or you are on other social media platforms and you are not registered to vote, or the idiot that was in here earlier that claimed it's both sides of the fence, it's not both sides. And every single one of you who sit on the fence and claim that it's both sides, I can't wait till you fall and hit your balls, because that is the problem we have in the United States. Fence sitters always slip and fall and crack their nuts open.
Hey,
so
man.
let me be very clear. It's coming, and it's going to be a very hard kick to the nuts.
Wow.
Because it's every one of us, the American citizens, who are going to be paying the price of poisoned water, poisoned land, poisoned air. We're not going to have any crops that are going to be feeding our people. We're not going to have any schools to educate our children. There are literal hospital deserts in Arkansas and Alabama where women cannot get the care they need to birth their children. There are women being literally prosecuted for unaliving cells while living, breathing children are being unfed in this country and uneducated and assaulted by grown, disgusting men who commit 90% of the violent crimes in this country. Stand up, America. Register to vote. Talk to your neighbors. Get involved. Vote blue to renew. And if you're not following my backup account, please follow this account today, because I need to keep this account growing so that we can keep talking. We have the midterms to fight. I just signed up for my governor. I will be working for the Javier Becerra campaign.
Amen.
This is my second go at it. I got him through the primary. We're going to take him all the way to the top. We're going to fight, fight, fight to destroy the alt-right.
Thank you.
Got you.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Happy Friday.
Thank you. W's in
And
the
support Jem and support Zeus and support all of us fighting. We're
chat. W's in the chat.
fighting for you guys.
Yes, yes, yes. W's in the chat for the beautiful, beautiful Jim. No lie. Wow. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. Now, we did see. I did see some Trump voters out there. People who are supporting Donald Trump. Did you want to identify yourselves real quick? Who was in the comments complaining? We saw them out there. Who put a one in the chat? Put a one in the chat. You know, we don't want to miss a good opportunity to, get things, correct a few things. All right. But I saw some demons out there and they were literally crashing out. They say we don't like a show that, pushes progressive ideology. Let's see. Did we see anyone out there? I'm just double checking. All right. Let me see. Fair enough. Moving on. All right. Who do we have next? Who do we Phoebe, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all? Good morning.
Welcome.
I was invited to this channel and I'm glad. Nice to meet
Who
y'all.
invited you?
KO8.
KO8. All right. Shout out to KO8.
Okay, so
Phoebe.
I'm gonna start by saying, okay, you can go ahead.
No, it's
You got
you.
some questions? Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying that I was really pissed, and I'm still pissed at the fact that a 34 felon can vote to be president, but when you go to apply for a job or housing, they ask you, are you a convicted felon? At this point, what does it even matter? Because if you can run for the highest position with 34 felons, why should it matter that somebody have one felon?
Good question.
It shouldn't matter. And so on the back end, we're gonna try to see what we can do about getting those questions off of them forms, because I don't think they should be on there.
Tell him. So you don't support Donald Trump being a convicted felon and being the president of the United States?
I don't support him at all, because the fact that not only did you lie to the Democrats, you lied to your own people, so you can't be trusted.
Bingo.
You just like the snake in the garden.
Bingo.
You can't be trusted because you
Y'all
lied
hit it
and
with
said that you was gonna do this and do that.
Yeah.
For the Democrats. So guess what? The flunkies, the Republicans, oh yeah, he gonna do this for us and do this for this. And now they crying and hollering and they want us to feel sorry for them. No, stay on y'all side. Don't come over here switching to us now. It's too late for that. Y'all should have seen. Y'all voted him in one time. Y'all voted him again. And I really think that he gonna try to enforce martial law so that he can stay in office again, because he know he can't run again.
Amen. Hit him with it. So what do you say to all the brothers and sisters out there right now? Because, you know, there's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that went and voted for him. What do you say to them?
I say that they getting what they deserve, because you reap what you sow, and you sowed that seed, so now you get everything that you deserve.
Amen.
Your business is not making money. You're getting bankrupt, and that's good for you. It's really good for you, because you shouldn't have did that.
Hey, some people call them sellouts.
Right, they are, but now they want to switch to our side. We don't want y'all. We don't want y'all. So where we gonna put them at? Are we gonna accept them now because they turned down by their own leader?
No, sir. Do you hear what this amazing sister is saying to you? She doesn't even want to put up with you. There's a gentleman in here right now. I don't know how. Maybe he heard you and you said something that stimulated something inside of him. Black man, presents himself as black, calls himself no sir. He heard what you said. He doesn't seem to agree with what you're saying. What do you have to say to him? Because he's not going to have a place in this country, right? Is that basically what you're saying? Because we don't want to deal with these type of brothers.
No, we don't want to deal with you, because you know why? You know that Trump was a fraud and you still voted for him. Why? Because you're racist. You didn't vote for what was right. And Trump he is obsessed with Obama. He's trying to take Obama's name off of everything. The phones, the insurance. He's obsessed.
Yeah.
So, sir, you don't agree, and we really don't care, because you are part of the reason why we're going through what we're going through.
Yeah, thank you.
So we don't care about how you feel.
Now he's throwing baby bottles at you. Go ahead, hit him off, finish him off, please, because he don't get it.
Yeah, we just hope that your business keep being corrupt.
Yeah.
We hope that it's bankrupt. We hope that you are out of business. And we don't want you on the Democratic side. So I don't know where we gonna put you. Maybe 6 feet, but
oh, you said that like that. W's in the chat, Phoebe. Let's go. W's in the chat.
We might want you 6 feet, but we sure don't want you on our team.
Wow.
Because once you switch over to our team, we still can't trust you.
Well, I got to give it to you now. Listen, you come on back here. I'm gonna give you a follow. All right, and you come on back here because I know that they don't want to come up and deal with you right now. But these brothers out here, I could tell right now they could benefit from having somebody like you minister into their dark and black souls because they know what they've done. And we can talk about it on another show. But a lot of them, they abandoned the black women the last election cycle, and like you said, there's no coming back. You already showed.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but do you see that? How Trump have them showing their true colors, like privilege, like we have to bow down, we have to, it's just the I
get you. Don't worry, we'll get it together now. Now I'm going to move it on, all right, my friend. But thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah.
Y'all vote blue now.
Thank you. Let's go. BB. Oh Lord. Yeah. All right. Let's see who do we have this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Who do we have? Let's see. This won't take
What
long.
up?
Yeah.
So you saying I'm gonna be putting 6 feet? What? And you applauded that? That's some sellout.
Oh, okay.
She sound like she cook a mean mac and cheese with all the candy yams.
But
Basically,
listen. They said that there's no place for you on this side, and I think
how long you been voting Democrats?
all my life.
60 years.
All my life.
All your life.
Yeah.
All our life I've been fighting.
What has Donald Trump done for you,
That's
brother?
what she
No.
sounded like.
Honestly, what has Donald Trump done for you, brother?
He stayed out my way, man. That's what I'm looking
No,
for.
seriously.
I never asked the government for a handout. So.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question. Just say nothing.
What you mean?
Just
what
say,
kind of question is that?
Because here's the thing. You're taking on all this hate, and you're not getting anything.
I'm taking on hate? What hate?
No one likes you.
You guys sound like haters, Zeus.
No one likes you. You just listen to the last guest, Phoebe. She listened to what you were saying. You're throwing baby bottles. She said there's no place for you in the Democrat space. So that means you don't have.
Well, good.
So what has Donald Trump done for you to earn this position?
Well, he's draining the swamp like he's.
But he is the swamp. So that doesn't.
He's not the swamp.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he is.
He's
so the answer is nothing. And think about this. This is an interesting dynamic you have to live with the rest of your life. Because unlike a lot of people, you actually turn your camera on when you go live and you put a face behind the rhetoric, right?
Yeah,
and I sit there and I say a black man on social media defending Donald Trump getting absolutely nothing but hell. You're only getting hell out of supporting him.
I'm trying to save black men.
No,
black men's lives. Y'all, black men don't cherish their lives like they should. So
you can't save black men when you can't save yourself, right?
I'm saved.
No, you're not.
What about you?
No, listen to what I just said. And it won't take long. I asked you, what are you getting from Donald Trump? And you can't give me an answer.
He's just one man. He's just one person. I'm making him bigger than what he is.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
just like Joe Biden.
I'm gonna move it on. Listen, I gotta move it on, bro, and keep doing the work, all right? But you just keep on holding on to Donald Trump, all right, ladies and gentlemen? That's
holding on to Donald.
Yeah. W Zeus. I always like to check in sometimes to keep it, because eventually these people are going to do. I know a lot of you say don't bring them up and then you leave. No. Remember, DJ was like this. Remember, they think it's a game, and then straight facts, you showed the photo. Eventually, we know we're going to see him on the computer in tears, trying to figure out, he's black. He ain't going to be worrying about the dating stuff. He's going to be thinking about, like, who took all the money out of my checking account? And you ever see these brothers? You ever see a brother after, one of these credit card companies do a swipe, or the insurance company do that swipe? They get on that computer, that face gets real serious. They scoot real up. And then when he's staring at his credit card, his account, and it's in the red, right? It has to be in the red by like maybe $200-300. He sees about 6 or 7 overdraft fees, right? Because he didn't know they was going to whack them all at once. Some of the transactions were pending. I want to then go up to No Sir, and I'm going to say,
you're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that. But you are going to be so proud of your country because we're going to turn it around and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with health care and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
And we're
going to win so much.
And I'm going to be watching, No Sir, literally watching me play that video. He's going to tell me, turn that off. I don't want to hear it anymore because I'm not winning. That's the whole point. You fell for it. Hey, Brian, I sent you an invite. Brian. You said Trump cleaned up Washington, D.C. I would love for you to bring that smooth mind of yours onto this show. And I'll give you 20 seconds all to yourself, uninterrupted, about how you saw Donald Trump with a mop and a broom, in a uniform, going around Washington, D.C., cleaning it up better than any other superhero. Show us, bring us the evidence. Could you do that, Brian? Because you said Trump did it. I would love to see the evidence. Brian doesn't want to do it. All these people do is troll. No matter what live you go on to. MAGA, you are not serious. All you do is troll. Moving along, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got next, ladies and gentlemen? Simply Beautiful, welcome. Welcome back.
What's up?
How are you doing? Welcome back.
I'm blessed.
Yeah, you staying out of trouble?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to say.
Yeah, what you got?
Your last guest, she mentioned about the electric bill. Now, mind you, I stay in a 1-bedroom. When President Biden was in office, my electric bill was $68 a month.
Hallelujah, right?
Whatever Trump did, my shit's baby. They sent me a bill for $467.
Oh!
No late fees. I pay my bill every month. I called them people. I said, what the?
She ain't lying.
She couldn't even explain it. She couldn't even explain it.
Wow.
And I had to pay it too.
Wow.
I had to.
Wow. But I thought your utility bill was supposed to be cut in half. Trump told you it was going to
get.
Man, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I'm cutting you.
And then when President Biden was in office, my gas was $3.01. My shit is $4.99.
Now you know Mom is listening to the show, Simply.
But I'm still grateful, though. I'm still grateful.
Wow.
These people are the stupidest people on earth.
Yeah, hit them with
They want to hold on to their racism. Why y'all want to be hateful people?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
You people.
Uh-oh. Simply, where'd you go?
Is that true?
What was that?
Did you hear about Brian Donald?
Oh, Byron Donald? I heard about him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nasty brother, ain't he?
Megan, what is wrong with y'all? I don't understand. Why y'all keep messing with little kids and shit?
Hey!
What the fuck?
Hell, ma'am.
All these women out here, y'all want to mess with these little girls? Y'all some sick motherfuckers.
Oh, my goodness, man. Simply, now, you know my mama listening to the show now.
I'm sorry, mama.
Come on now, you know.
And then there's something else I want to say. Y'all better stop. Since I want to talk about Michelle Obama, but Michelle Obama look like a man. Trump's whore look like Bruce Jenner.
Oh, my God.
Not Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner, whatever his name is.
Lord have mercy.
Fuck up.
Wow. Why? I mean, you got a lot of passion. I can tell right now. Do you think that Donald Trump is? Do you think that his supporters? Do you think they really care about this thing that you are pointing out about him, or do you think it's just they're into the same things Donald Trump is? Maybe that's what it is.
They are in the same things that he is in. I listened to Tim, fine ass white boy. I think his name was Tim Burrow.
You got a violation, Simply. You got a violation, ladies and gentlemen. W's in the chat for Simply. Simply, you coming in? Oh my God. I love hearing from Simply. Y'all need to relax and quit reporting her. Okay, she's trying to get it together. All right, we're trying to work her in. Woo! Thank you, Simply. She came in hot. I could tell she hates Donald Trump just as much as we all do. Him and his deranged and unhinged supporters who've just been hell bent on destroying this country. You say that's your auntie? Yeah, we love her too. Simply, you gotta be. Yeah, TikTok is very, very strict. I was trying to guide you, but you know it is what it is. All right, moving it along. Who do we got right here? Liberal Vet, welcome to the show. How can we help you? Yeah, follow Simply. Liberal Vet. Going once. Going twice. All right, Liberal Vet. Fair enough. We don't have all day to get you patched in. I don't know why I can't remove you. Hold on. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. You know the rules. 2 galaxies. Jimmy Johnson, welcome to the show. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. Going once, going twice. W Zoo, 2 galaxies. Wow. Q Dog, welcome, bro.
What's going on?
Imani, thank you. W's in the chat for Imani. Thank you.
I wanna send a shout out to Simply. No doubt, she from the Natty. She from my home city.
Shout out to Simply.
Cincinnati, Ohio. No
Okay.
doubt.
Got it.
Replay that speech that Trump said again, because before you do it, I always say television. It's telling you a vision. He's always said, if I keep saying it over and over and over again, you'll believe it.
Yeah.
But what people are not picking up on is the subliminal message that he's saying.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Which script are you talking about? I'm not.
The winning.
Oh, this one.
You're going to be so proud of your country
This one.
if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president,
This
and
one.
I don't care about that. But you are going to be so proud of your
Now pause
country.
that for a second. Pause it for a second. He said, you're going to be so proud of your country, but I don't care about that. I don't care about that. He didn't pick up on that. Keep playing it.
Yeah, well, listen, if you start it over, it makes it play the whole.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be so
About
proud of your country
Right.
if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that. But you,
I can't. But you get what he's doing.
So what he's saying is, and see, I don't know where Snuggie is or all the ones
Wow,
that
man.
we're winning. Do you realize he's not talking about you? He's talking about his billionaire friends, the people that that are taking money out of your pockets and food out of your homes. We are gonna keep winning.
Yeah.
See, you paying into the system here that he's created with higher bills, higher food, higher gas. All this is being implemented, taking away your programs
Yeah.
where you got to pay more into medical,
Yeah.
so forth. And he's painting you a picture you're not even realizing.
Manipulation.
We are going to be winning, not you. We.
Ain't that like the devil?
His own children have made I don't know how many millions of dollars off of crypto and everything that he's created, selling Trump watches and so forth. When a president is office, they're not supposed to be getting any type of additional income.
Yeah, there's the emolument clauses. They're not supposed to be allowed to be influenced by corrupt
None of this.
foreign governments. Not at all. It should have divested. He should be
But y'all
focusing on the American people as a public servant.
But y'all are so hell bent on trying to make it about you, and he don't even make it about you. Play the clip about the lady that said that she want to be his bedside manner.
Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite one. Hold on. I call it "Do Anything for Him."
And I love President Trump, and anything he says to do, I do.
Anything he says to do, you will do.
I will.
Literally anything.
Him and Jesus, yes.
Okay.
Those are my two top guys.
If he told you to that an election was stolen, would you believe him?
Yes.
If he told you that his political enemies deserve to get arrested, would you believe him?
Yes.
If he told you that all Democrats are scum, would you believe him?
Yes, Democrats.
Democrats.
Yeah.
Because that's his phrase. You're saying it as well.
Yeah, I watch everything he does. I watch it all day long.
You would literally do anything he told you.
Yes. I want to volunteer. I want to be a nurse for him. You
want to be a nurse for him?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
I mean, he needs a nurse.
change his bedpan?
Yes. No problem.
You'd have no problem changing Trump's bedpan.
No, he doesn't need it, but when he does, I'll be there. And you don't have to pay me, you know.
You do change his bedpan for free.
Yes.
That's pure demonic. That's wickedness.
I've said this before. MAGA, is that the best you got? This lady was inebriated.
You think so?
That's first and foremost. The way she swam back and forth, she had one too many drinks.
Come on now, come on.
But we know when your mind is influenced by a substance such as Scruggs or alcohol, it tells the tale. You know, they say when you drink too much, the real truth comes out. And this is what a lot of you MAGA are. This is a mirror of a reflection of yourself. That's the reason why Zeus keeps playing this, because he's showing you a reflection of yourself and you don't even realize it. When are you gonna wake up? How many times somebody gotta kick you in your behind before you realize it's a boot up your behind? Yo, just kick me one more time. Kick me one more time. It doesn't hurt. I'm okay. Put some more lashes on my back. When are you going to wake up and realize that this man is hell-bent on himself to succeed? See, what you don't realize is, and help me understand, help me realize this, help me let MAGA realize this, Zeus. Has the U.S. soil been hit by anybody from another country yet?
Nope. Not
Now I'm talking about boom booms.
Not to my knowledge.
Now, we all know that Trump has already created what's called an underground bunker. He's getting all his ducks in a row, or trying to get all his ducks in a row, to take everything that he can take from the American people. And then he's going to crawl into a hole just like a slithering snake. That lady told the truth when she said that she would do anything for Trump. If he says this, you know, there was a serpent back in the day in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
Oh, if you eat of that fruit, you'll know everything that God knows. You can do everything that God
She
does.
said yes.
Yes. Hey, don't listen to God. Go ahead and eat that. Don't be paying attention. He don't want you to know what he knows. And every last one of y'all MAGA is taking a bite of that forbidden fruit. That forbidden fruit is greed,
Cooked.
evilness, selfishness, corruption, and y'all putting it all in your little bag and thinking it's going to benefit you. But really, when that bag is full of all that, you're the one that's going to have to carry that load.
Bye-bye.
And guess what's going to happen with that load?
What's that?
It's going to eat through straight to you.
There goes your souls. Dark
You got
and
that.
desolate.
You got that snake right in your little bag. You gonna carry it with all of the corruption and everything. But just stick it in your bag. But what you don't realize, snakes can bite through bags,
Bingo. And they're venomous, poisonous, and they can constrict.
and you're gonna be all by yourself in the middle of the desert.
Amen.
Nowhere to go. No help. No health care. Nothing.
Oh, you don't need
So,
healthcare you don't
I
need
hope
healthcare
that-
if you have Trump.
I hope that forbidden fruit was real good to you, because we see it happening, and you trying to make it seem like it's not happening. Oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
It is definitely happening.
Yeah.
And we tried to tell you this 2 years ago, but y'all didn't want to believe it. Y'all didn't want to hear anything. Oh, Zeus and Q. Oh, y'all race baiting. Oh, you're putting out all types of fake news. Okay.
Yeah. Keep believing the lies.
You know, my great friend Tupac said, "Picture me rolling."
Let's go. W's in the chat for Tupac. Picture me rolling. It's
They
over,
gonna
man.
get it. They gonna get it. By the time they get it, it's gonna be too late.
Yep, and they're going to be crying in
It's
front of their
already too-
computers.
it's
Yeah,
already too late.
It's already too late, gang. That's what I'm talking about. Well, listen, brother, Big Zook got to get up out of here. I didn't know I didn't cook and book for so long. Wow. All right.
We gonna keep rolling this train along, and if MAGA trying to get on, we gonna kick them off.
Amen. They're not. They're done. I think we have them in
they're
a full submission move this morning. We've been having our way with MAGA. W's in the chat for Q Dog.
No doubt. Salute, dude.
Appreciate you, bro. No lies detected. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an but Big Zeus does got to shake and bake. I hope you all enjoyed today's show. We cooked and we booked. We laughed together. We cried together. But wow, yeah. Once again, we've destroyed MAGA and basically forced them to confront the very dark reality that they've created for themselves. They've been totally destroyed by their dear leader, who we all know is a wig-wearing communist. Right? Donald Trump is a wig-wearing communist, MAGA. And the craziest thing about all of this is you went and voted for it. You can't make this stuff up, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's today's show. We got to get up out of here. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now landed and arrived at our final destination. On behalf of 3 Crossing Zeus, also known as Triple H, and the entire crew, I would like to thank you for flying with us today. We extend our sincere gratitude.
Have a great
to
rest of
all
your
viewers
morning.
who tuned in and listened throughout the show. Your time, attention, and participation made this episode truly meaningful.
Really, it
We are
did.
deeply appreciative of your continued support. A special thank you goes to our valued subscribers, generous gifters, dedicated moderators, and esteemed panelists. Your contributions,
JC,
guidance, and active
Kimmy,
involvement are essential to the
Kabira,
success of the kingdom and allow us to deliver the highest quality experience for everyone. As you prepare to depart, please remember that full recordings of today's episode will be uploaded to our YouTube channel shortly. For information on all my social media handles and future broadcasts, please visit the link in the bio. Thank you once again for choosing to be a part of the kingdom. We are honored that you allowed Zeus, also known as Triple H, to guide you to Olympus. Until our next journey, we wish you a safe and productive day ahead.
Have a great
you
one.
may now gather your belongings
Get 'em.
and exit the aircraft.
Thank you,
We look
Rick.
forward to welcoming you back on board soon.
Thank you. Have a great. Thank you, Kabira, sister. Came from the trenches, now we ballin' at the top. Rhythmic energy, presidential, watch the ops. Got the fit, hitting real different. JC. No skibidi, hey, JD Cakes. Pay for all the shade. Great skate, let's go. In a choke. Yeeted the doubt, now my legacy's hitting its bespoke. From the Bay to DC, I keep them on their toes. Level up with the blueprint. Alter ego. Don't do that. You were doing so good. This race is already won. That's what Q-Dog said. Vision crystal clear. Thick with ambition, yeah. Making history right here. Ops talking wild, but they cannot touch the throne. Posted in the Oval Office, trap it in the zone. JC. I'm bulletproof, yeah, my aura is built to last. Sydney, Millie, not Negro. Let's go. Dr. Keisha, drip too clean, get it poppin'. We ain't gon' never stop, no cap, we lit, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Posted in the Capitol, midnight hustles. Presidential, got the nation in a lock, got the Amex, yeah, 100, no facade, drip celestial, shining brighter than a star. Imani, slat with the moves, turn your dreams into chandeliers. Ops stay lurking, but they steady folding under pressure. 1600, I'm the one flexing, I'm the new successor. Back to legacy bricks, every bar's a new crown. Trap soul in the White House, DC is the town. Woke up in the mansion views from the East Main Prime. Presidential, residential, got the pose and the climb. No cap, I'm the vibe, turn the calm in the storm. Got the world dropping bombs like I'm reading out of Psalms. Hey, Dragonfire, Angel, let's go. Lashonda, got the city in my grip. Hitting real potent, make the whole world flip. Bust it off the charts, got the game in a trance. Drip too wavy, yeah, make you wanna dance. We ain't gon' never stop, no cap, we lit, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great morning. Take care. We're out of here.